Top 30 cruise ship interview questions and answers. Preparing for a cruise ship interview can feel both exciting and overwhelming. Unlike traditional jobs, cruise ship roles require teamwork, adaptability, and excellent customer service while living at sea. Recruiters look for confident, professional candidates who can handle challenges with a smile. This guide covers the top 30 cruise ship interview questions with detailed answers, helping you understand what hiring managers expect, so you can sail smoothly into your new career adventure. 1. Tell me about yourself. I am a dedicated hospitality professional with experience in customer service and teamwork. I enjoy working with people from diverse backgrounds and adapt quickly to new environments. My strengths include communication, patience, and problem solving. I believe working on a cruise ship will allow me to combine my love for service and travel. I am confident that my skills and positive attitude will contribute to creating memorable guest experiences on board. 2. Why do you want to work on a cruise ship? I want to work on a cruise ship because it combines my passion for hospitality with my love for travel. Cruise ships provide a unique opportunity to meet people from around the world while delivering excellent service. I enjoy working in fast-paced environments and see this role as both a career growth opportunity and an exciting personal experience. It allows me to expand my skills, embrace challenges, and grow professionally. 3. What do you know about our cruise line? I researched your cruise line and learned about your reputation for exceptional guest service, diverse itineraries, and commitment to quality. Your company emphasizes both employee growth and passenger satisfaction, which aligns with my values. I also admire your dedication to safety and innovation in the cruise industry. Working here would allow me to contribute to a well-established brand known worldwide, while also giving me the chance to learn from industry leaders. 4. How you handle stressful situations. I remain calm and focus on finding solutions rather than reacting emotionally. In previous jobs, I've dealt with demanding guests by listening carefully, empathizing with their concerns, and providing timely solutions. I believe patience, clear communication, and teamwork are essential in stressful situations. On a cruise ship, where challenges can happen suddenly, I would rely on these skills to stay professional, support my colleagues, and ensure guest satisfaction without losing composure. 5. How do you feel about working long hours and shifts? I fully understand that cruise ship jobs often require long hours and rotating shifts. I'm prepared for this commitment and see it as part of the unique lifestyle at sea. My previous experience in hospitality taught me how to manage energy, stay positive, and remain productive during extended work periods. I'm motivated by the opportunity to provide excellent service and understand that flexibility is essential for success in this industry. 6. How do you handle difficult or angry guests? I believe in staying calm, patient, and professional when dealing with difficult guests. First, I listen carefully to understand their concerns. Then, I empathize with their situation and offer practical solutions. If the issue requires higher authority, I escalate politely to a supervisor. The goal is to turn a negative situation into a positive experience. I see complaints as opportunities to show guests that we care and to build trust. 7. Do you prefer working independently or in a team? I enjoy both, but I thrive in team environments. Cruise ships operate smoothly when everyone works together toward a common goal. I believe teamwork fosters efficiency, support, and positive energy, which guests can feel. However, I'm also capable of working independently and taking responsibility for tasks when needed. I balance collaboration with accountability, ensuring that my contributions strengthen the overall team effort while maintaining professionalism and productivity individually. 8. How do you manage cultural differences among coworkers or guests? I respect diversity and view cultural differences as opportunities to learn. On cruise ships, guests and crew come from many countries, so cultural sensitivity is vital. I make an effort to listen, adapt, and avoid assumptions. Being open-minded and respectful helps create harmony. I also focus on clear communication and empathy, which minimize misunderstandings. Celebrating cultural diversity not only improves teamwork, but also enriches guest experiences, making every interaction more meaningful. 9. What would you do if you notice a safety hazard on board? Safety is always a priority on cruise ships. If I notice a hazard, I would immediately report it to the appropriate department or supervisor, ensuring no one is put at risk. If possible, I would take immediate action to prevent accidents, such as isolating the area or warning others. I understand that safety regulations are strictly followed on board, and I would always remain vigilant to protect both passengers and crew. 10. How do you stay motivated during repetitive tasks? I focus on the bigger picture, delivering excellent service, and ensuring guests have memorable experiences. Even repetitive tasks contribute to the overall success of the ship. I keep myself motivated by maintaining a positive attitude, setting personal goals, and finding small improvements in efficiency. I also remind myself that teamwork relies on consistency. Staying professional and dedicated, no matter the task, helps me stay engaged and committed to quality performance. 11. How would you handle seasickness or medical issues while working? I understand that seasickness is a possibility. I would take preventive measures, such as proper rest, hydration, and remedies recommended by medical staff. If I experience any health issues, I would immediately report them to the onboard medical team to ensure safety. However, I've worked in demanding environments before and built strong resilience. I'm confident in my ability to adapt, manage health responsibly, and continue performing my duties professionally. 12. Describe a time you solved a problem at work. In my previous role, a guest was upset because their meal was delayed. I calmly listened, apologized sincerely, and communicated with the kitchen to prioritize their order. While waiting, I offered them a complimentary beverage as a goodwill gesture. The guest appreciated the effort, and later thanked me for resolving the issue. This experience taught me the value of quick thinking, empathy, and teamwork in turning problems into positive outcomes. 13. What do you know about life on board for crew members? I know that crew members live in shared spaces, follow structured schedules, and often work long hours. However, there is also a strong sense of community, opportunities for cultural exchange, and access to recreational facilities. It requires discipline, adaptability, and teamwork. I'm prepared for this lifestyle and see it as a valuable experience that helps build resilience, friendships, and professional growth while enjoying the unique adventure of living at sea. 14. How do you handle homesickness? I stay connected with family and friends through technology when possible, but I also focus on building strong relationships with colleagues on board. Keeping busy with work and participating in crew activities helps reduce homesickness. I remind myself that this is a temporary sacrifice for career growth and an exciting opportunity. By staying positive, engaged, and mindful of my goals, I can manage homesickness while still performing well in my role. 15. How would you handle an emergency situation on board? In an emergency, I would stay calm, follow safety training protocols, and assist passengers as directed by supervisors. I understand the importance of being alert and acting quickly while maintaining professionalism, whether it helping with evacuations, guiding guests to muster stations, or addressing safety hazards. I would prioritize passenger safety above all. Clear communication, teamwork, and following procedures are essential in emergencies, and I am fully committed to them. 16. How do you balance professionalism with friendliness when serving guests? I believe professionalism and friendliness go hand in hand. Guests expect polite, respectful service, but also warmth and friendliness that make them feel welcome. I maintain a professional tone while adding a personal touch, like remembering names or preferences. I set boundaries to avoid being overly casual, yet ensure guests feel comfortable. This balance creates trust, enhances experiences, and ensures guests feel both respected and cared for throughout their journey. 17. How do you deal with conflicts among coworkers? I approach conflicts calmly and respectfully by listening to both sides. I believe in addressing issues directly but politely to avoid misunderstandings. If needed, I involve a supervisor to mediate. On a cruise ship, teamwork is vital, so resolving conflicts quickly is important. I focus on finding common ground and keeping the goal of guest satisfaction in mind. Respect, communication, and compromise are my strategies for maintaining a positive work environment. 18. What is your strongest skill for this job? My strongest skill is communication. I can effectively connect with guests and colleagues, ensuring smooth interactions even in challenging situations. Good communication builds trust, prevents misunderstandings, and helps solve problems quickly. In addition, I combine this with patience, adaptability, and cultural sensitivity, which are essential on a cruise ship. I believe my communication skills will make me an asset in delivering excellent service and maintaining a professional, supportive work environment. 19. How do you prioritize tasks during busy periods? I prioritize tasks by assessing urgency and importance. Guest safety and satisfaction always come first. During busy times, I stay organized, communicate with my team, and delegate when necessary. I also break tasks into manageable steps to maintain efficiency. Staying calm and focused helps me avoid mistakes. By managing time effectively and keeping priorities clear, I can handle pressure while ensuring all responsibilities are met to the highest standard. 20. How do you keep a positive attitude during challenging days? I remind myself that every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. I focus on a positive aspect of the job, such as meeting new people and contributing to memorable guest experiences. I also rely on teamwork for support and keep my energy up by staying organized. A smile goes a long way in hospitality, and maintaining positivity not only boosts my morale, but also influences guests and colleagues positively. 21. How do you adapt to sudden changes in schedules or tasks? I stay flexible and open-minded, understanding that cruise ship operations often require quick adjustments. When schedules or tasks change, I focus on a new priority without letting it affect my attitude. Communication is key. I confirm instructions and adjust accordingly. I also remind myself that adaptability is part of the job and contributes to smoother operations. By staying calm, positive, and resourceful, I ensure transitions happen with minimal disruption. 22. What would you do if you saw a co-worker breaking company rules? I would follow company policies by reporting the behavior to a supervisor. Rules exist to ensure safety, professionalism, and fairness on board. Ignoring misconduct could harm guests, co-workers, or the company's reputation. While I respect my colleagues, I understand my responsibility to maintain standards. I would avoid confrontation, but take the appropriate steps through official channels. This shows my commitment to integrity, accountability, and the overall well-being of passengers and crew. 23. How do you handle language barriers with guests? I use simple words, body language, and visual aids to communicate clearly. If necessary, I ask for assistance from bilingual colleagues or use translation tools available on board. I remain patient, smile, and ensure the guest feels respected and understood. Overcoming language barriers requires empathy and creativity. By focusing on the guest's needs and finding alternative ways to communicate, I can provide excellent service even when language differences exist. 24. What do you enjoy most about customer service? I enjoy creating positive experiences for people and seeing the immediate impact of good service. When a guest leaves smiling because of my effort, it feels rewarding. Customer service allows me to connect with people, understand their needs, and provide solutions that make them feel valued. I also enjoy the challenge of turning difficult situations into positive ones. The ability to make someone's journey memorable is what motivates me. 25. How do you manage time effectively on board? I stay organized by keeping a schedule and setting priorities. Cruise ships are fast-paced, so planning tasks in advance helps avoid delays. I also communicate with my team to coordinate responsibilities and ensure smooth operations. Time management means staying focused, avoiding procrastination, and maintaining energy throughout shifts. By balancing efficiency with attention to detail, I ensure tasks are completed correctly and on time, supporting both guest satisfaction and team performance. 26. How would you handle a guest's special request? I would listen carefully to understand the request and confirm details with the guest. If it's possible within company policies, I would make sure it's delivered promptly and professionally. If it requires approval, I would escalate it to the supervisor while keeping the guests informed. My goal is to show the guests that their request matters and that we are committed to making their cruise experience as enjoyable as possible. 27. How do you ensure guest confidentiality and privacy? I respect guest confidentiality by following company guidelines and avoiding sharing personal information. If a guest confides sensitive information, I keep it private unless it involves safety concerns that require reporting. Professional boundaries are key in maintaining trust. I understand that protecting privacy contributes to a safe and enjoyable guest experience. I would always remain discreet, respectful, and professional, ensuring passengers feel secure during their stay on the ship. 28. What motivates you to perform well in your role? I am motivated by the satisfaction of guests and the sense of accomplishment after a job well done. Positive feedback from supervisors and passengers encourages me to continue improving. I also find motivation in working as part of a team towards shared goals. Opportunities for career growth and travel add to my drive. Most importantly, the ability to make a difference in someone's vacation motivates me to perform at my best. 29. How you handle feedback or criticism from supervisors. I view feedback as an opportunity to grow. I listen carefully, avoid being defensive, and ask clarifying questions if necessary. Once I understand the feedback, I work on applying it immediately. Criticism helps me identify areas to improve and become a stronger professional. I also appreciate recognition for good work, but I know constructive feedback is equally valuable. My goal is to continuously improve and contribute positively to the team. 30. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself grow within the cruise industry, ideally in a leadership role where I can guide and mentor new team members. I want to gain valuable experience, learn from diverse situations, and contribute to the company's success. This role provides a foundation for a long-term career at sea. I am committed to professional development and see myself building a rewarding future with your cruise line. Cruise ship interviews test more than technical skills. They measure adaptability, teamwork, and a service-first attitude. By preparing with these 30 questions and answers, you're already ahead in showcasing confidence and professionalism. Remember, recruiters want candidates who not only meet expectations, but exceed them with positivity and commitment. Approach your interview as both a challenge and an opportunity, and you'll be well on your way to a successful career at sea.